now about 2,300 feet above Palm Springs, and it's a beautiful day. Check this out.
That's Highway 111 right there. That takes you from, follow that, curves around, takes you into Palm Springs proper.
Got it.
So yeah, this is Highway 74 down here. You see that highway? It's beautiful. It's real windy, but it goes all the way up and then up over this sort of flat ground, and then it heads off to the west and goes through near Idlewild and everything, which is real pretty.
Nice.
In fact, if you guys have the time, it's worth going out of your way for that drive. So this is Toro Peak. You can see we're just at the start of the palm trees at about 7,500 feet. It's because these mountains are on the dry side of the mountain range. So over on the main mountain, on the west side, the pines start about 4,000 feet. Beautiful, no?
Beautiful. And what's on top of that?
Well, we'll get up and go around it. There's some cell phone and microwave towers.
Got it.
There's a road that goes up there, and there's some buildings and things, and once in a while you'll see people up there. Top of this mountain is 8,700 feet.
Got it.
The mountain way out off the nose, way out there, that's Mount Baldy.
Oh.
It's about 70 miles from here. Now you can see the road.
Yeah.
It's kind of a truck trail that goes up there.
Is it a smooth ride?
On that truck trail?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't look so much.
No. I don't think you need a four-wheel drive, but it's probably like nice to have. The mountain way out there with the notch in it, that's Saddleback Mountain or Santiago Peak. That's just this side of Orange County.
Oh.
So like when you're at John Wayne Airport, you'll look to the northeast, you'll see that mountain. John Wayne's about 16 miles the other side of it.
Huh.
Nice view, huh?
Beautiful.
That's normal. There's wind up here blowing over the mountain. Don't worry, I can feel you tensing up.
Right.
So when it blows over the mountain, you get going down the other side of the mountain and a little bit of turbulence, but that's completely normal. Yeah, I just felt your shoulders go like this. It takes a while to get...
It happens.
Yeah, it does. No, it takes a while for people to kind of get used to, you know, like trusting the airplane and everything. Be a little more as we cross this ridge. So the whole point of going around the mountain like that is just for the view.
Hey.
So this flat area down here with some, you can see some dirt roads and stuff, that's the Anza Valley, a little town called Anza. If you go up Highway 74 and then turn left, you can go through Anza and down to Temecula, which is kind of down there in the haze. So Highway 74 goes all the way over the mountains and down through this canyon. Idlewild, there's a highway that turns off to the right, and Idlewild's tucked up in this valley. Well, see that real rocky ridge out in front of us?
Uh-huh.
Just kind of over that is where Idlewild is.
Cool.
It's just really beautiful. Highly recommend you go there if you have time. And actually, there's B&Bs and stuff there, so you know, like on another weekend, you might go and just chill out. You know.
Yeah.
So you see where to the right of Mount Baldy, where the mountains get real low and there's like a canyon through there?
Uh-huh.
That's the Cajon Pass. Well, Catalina's coming into a bit better view now.
Uh-huh.
Still a little hard to see.
I see.
11,000 feet. We'll keep going up. Top of the mountain here is 10,850. We'll go right over the top, and then we'll shut down the motor and glide around for a while. So we're just about smack dab over Idlewild. We're going to go a little farther, and I'm going to make a fairly steep turn to the left so that you get a nice view of it.
Cool.
And you'll see all the beautiful rocks formations, which are it's kind of like a little miniature Yosemite Valley. It's quite scenic. If you look down off the left, you'll see the town of Idlewild right down here. See it?
The small town?
It's a very little town. And then off the left wingtip are all the big rock formations you can see from the valley.
Beautiful.
And actually, I'll go around again if you want to get pictures. From in the town, you can see all these big rock formations, and they're
turning right base.
They're pretty impressive. So here we go, another view of the valley. And the roads come all the way up into this valley.
It's about half mile east of Skinner Reservoir.
The high part of it is almost 7,000 feet, so they get a lot of snow. Of course, you wouldn't know it to see things now. All right, what do you say we head over the main top of the mountain here?
Sure.
And then we'll shut down the motor and do the gliding part. All right, so you know what? We're almost at 12,000 feet, which is about 1,000 feet above the top of the mountain. And we're gonna start shutting her down here. I'm going to pull back the power to let the motor cool down a little.
Okay.
Which will happen quickly because it's 33 degrees outside.
Valley traffic, Archer 4172 Delta is just west of Skinner Reservoir, entering the 45, right traffic 36. Full stop. Bring side.
Arizona Aircraft Services at Kingman, Arizona Aircraft Services, eclipse 54 Tango Echo.
So the power is pulled all the way back, and motor's just windmilling right now. But it's still on. But we're going to change that in just a minute here.
And we'll be in gliding mode?
Yep. So I just turned the magnetos off, which means the motor's turned off. It's just going around in the wind, and we're going to slow down, and that'll help the propeller to stop spinning.
54 Tango Echo.
Traffic Archer 4172 Delta is right downwind, 36, full stop, French.
And there it goes. Hey, I'm going to need you to kind of watch your right knee here, kind of push it down, the other way, yeah, because I'm going to move this handle over. And there goes our propeller. It's now feathered. And we are officially a glider.
12,000, 13?
We are at 11,300. And we're going down pretty fast because there's some sinking air right where we are.
We're now at 11,300 feet. We are gliding down. No motor happening, just gliding.
Archer 4172 Delta is right base, 36.
See this.
We'll go by the peak of the mountain here, and there's sometimes hikers and stuff up there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they hike right up to the top of the mountain, and there's a little hut up there too, which you may or may not be able to see.
A hut?
Yeah, like a little emergency shelter thing.
Oh, wow.
And I do not see any climbers. A little bit of bumps. That's normal. All the windmill farms down there.
And how are you navigating this? With what controls?
The control stick here is primarily, I'm using that to bank us back and forth. It's a joystick. It moves fore and aft and side to side. I think this north side of this mountain is really spectacular. You know, it's so vertical. You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
It really is. I think it's lovely. Kind of inspiring.
Yeah.
All this off to the right is just the vertical cliffs everywhere.
Picture did. Very nice.
So if you ever wondered what it feels like to be an eagle, this is it.
Yes.
This is how they see it, although they fly a little slower than we are. And so that's Highway 10 going through the valley here.
Uh-huh.
And the windmill farms. And then you look over to the right here, you can see Palm Springs Airport. Looks like a big vacant lot with a road in it. A road that starts nowhere and ends nowhere.
Huh.
Just off the left of the nose here. So the tram station is right in front of the nose right now. You look on top of that ridge, you'll see like a white thing.
I do see
The white thing is a water tank, and just past it and down to the right is the tram station. We'll go right by it. You'll be able to see it, and then we'll fly past it. You know,
That's the tram up there, right?
Yeah, the big brown building next to those white roofs. We're going to go like right past it. I mean, real close in a minute, so you'll see it.
When we were here last year at this time, it was all snowy.
Uh-huh. Down there is the parking lot.
Yeah.
Way down there.
Yeah.
Cars all sparkling in the sun.
Yeah.
Then you can see the tram towers.
Yes. When was that created?
It's old. I don't really remember.
Wow.
But it's been refurbished and stuff, and they put new tram cars on it. So now they rotate.
Yeah.
That beautiful. It is easy to lose your sense of scale though, because
Look,
everything's so big.
many models.
Yeah, it does look like you're flying over a scale model of the Earth. That is some pretty spectacular rock, huh? So this is all just a day in the life of a glider pilot.
Huh?
So we're going to be right about at the height of the tram station as we go by this next time. So you might want to wave, or not. There's probably people in there. And the bumpiness will stop here in a minute because we're going to fly out away from the mountain. So there it is off to the right.
Yeah.
And I don't see anybody. Oh yeah, I do. I see a couple of people. Would you like to try flying the plane?
I would want to do that.
It's very easy. Well, okay, so let me put your hand on our stick there,
Okay.
and put your feet down on the rudder pedals. It doesn't matter if you can't quite touch them. And I'll show you how the controls work, okay? So you're going to look outside. We don't fly by looking at the instruments. We actually fly by looking outside. I'm going to show you, if I push on the stick, the nose goes down. See that?
Uh-huh.
It's just a pressure, not even much of a
Push
movement.
it that way?
Yeah, I'm pushing.
Yeah.
Now if I pull back on it, just a little pressure, the nose comes up.
Got it.
Okay, so that's how we control the nose up, down. And what we want is to have the nose right about there.
Right.
So that's going to give us a nice level glide. And now the stick moves side to side also, and that banks us, and that's how we turn. So if I want to make a left turn, I move the stick to the left, and the nose, and you can see it's banking, right? And now we're turning. I'm just going to keep that same bank angle until until I want to stop turning, and then I move the stick back to the right, and that brings us level again.
Got it.
See how that works? So I'm going to point us toward the airport,
Okay.
and then I'm going to let you fly us.
You want me to just land us?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'll take a little nap.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Wake me up when we get there.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Okay.
And you've got it. You're flying.
So just right.
Yeah, try it out. So,
Now I'm going up a little bit.
uh-huh.
Now if I make a left a little
Okay,
bit.
but let the nose go back down a little bit. Right about there.
Okay. Now,
Some right stick.
now do I do left stick maybe, or?
Yeah, a little bit of left stick until the wings are level. And then put it back in the middle. There you go.
Okay.
So you got it.
Pull it towards me, it goes up, right?
Pardon?
I pull it towards me.
If you pull, the nose goes up. If you push, the nose goes down. And that's how we control how fast we're gliding.
Got
If you
it.
push, the nose down will go faster. Like a skier going down a mountain.
Now I'm going to go up a little bit.
Okay, let's go to the right a little bit. Because we do need to glide back to the airport.
Not sure how.
A little bit of left stick.
Okay.
A little more. There you go. A little bit of back pressure. Not that much.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's really pressures more than movements.
Right.
Little back pressure. Just pressure. See that?
Uh-huh. And what made you get into airplanes, like when you were
Oh
younger?
man, I don't know. I was a little tiny kid. I was fascinated by airplanes.
Is anybody in your family involved?
No.
No.
Anything that went in the air, actually kites, birds, little airplanes, bigger, whatever. It just fascinated me. I don't know why, but it did, and then it just kind of never went away, I guess.
Right.
So, as I got older, I flew little model airplanes and stuff, and then big model airplanes and radio control and all that. And then when I was in my early 20s, it kind of dawned on me, like, dude, I got a car and money. I could go fly. I could go learn to fly. So I did, and I never looked back. Just been part of my life since.
And now where exactly is the airport?
It is right in front of the nose, just to the right of the freeway. Well, it's about 5 degrees to the right of the nose now, and about 9 miles from where we are. You're more or less pointing right at it right now.
Got it.
Let's make a little bit of a right turn here. Let's aim sort of towards the end of these low mountains.
So make right and
Uh-huh.
make a left a little bit?
Yeah,
or?
then left stick now. You might feel the rudder moving. I'm doing the rudder for you.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
Basically, you made it right a little bit, and then we'll keep on going right until you course correct it.
Yeah, you have to correct it. It's not like a car.
Right.
The car turns as long as the wheel's turned.
Right.
And then when you unturn it, it stops. But an airplane, you have to unbank it.
Right.
A little to the right. There we go. So you're probably wondering about the rudder, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to show you something here. You can stay on the controls with me.
Okay.
When we move the stick side to side, it makes the ailerons go like this. Those are the things out on the wings.
Yes.
And what they do is cause there to be more lift on one wing than the other. And that rolls us.
Yes.
Well, a byproduct of lift is drag. So the more lift you make, the more drag you make. So if you think about it, you put the stick to the left, that's making the right wing have more lift, so it comes up. But it also has more drag, which makes it want to go back. We use the rudder, that's called adverse yaw, and we use the rudder to fight it. So I'm going to show you what happens if we move the stick back and forth but not use the rudders. So I'm going to go left, see the nose go to the right a little bit. Now I'll go right stick, see the nose go left. Now I'm left stick, the nose is going to the right. It's exactly opposite of what we want.
I see.
Right? So now, if I do the same thing using the rudder, the nose tracks into the direction we're going.
I see.
See that? It's not swinging back and forth.
Right.
And that's what the rudder's all about. Then on the ground, we also use it to steer and stuff like that. Okay, you can fly some more.
Okay.
So that's why you might feel me using the rudder. I'm just taking care of that average yaw for you.
I hear you.
So as of right now, we could glide to Palm Springs, the Bermuda Dunes, or to Thermal easily.
Got it.
And we are down to 5,400 feet. So we're a little bit above, still a little over a mile above the ground. And our airport is right down over there, about 5 miles.